series' resolve, the battle for humanity. Ian is known as the most polite man alive, but the system stuck to him is anything but. One kiss gives him 100 plus attack power, and the more flustered he gets, the stronger he becomes. After the red rain wrecks his body, he heads into the Naya dungeon to cleanse the destruction inside him, only to get chased by Bella, annoyed by Captain Jur, and hunted down by a jealous Demon King couple. It's fast, unpredictable, emotional, and honestly, way more intense than it has any right to be. The strongest mage reincarnated as a baby and returned after 5,000 years, so domination should be easy, right? I was just checking out some new Magic School manhwa, and this one popped up with the longest title known to mankind, but trust me, it's worth it. The strongest mage reincarnated as a baby follows Alice, the former strongest sorcerer who comes back as an actual infant in a futuristic society where ranks decide your entire life. Everyone's out here flexing their deviation scores, and Alice is in a crib plotting domination. Her secret weapon is Phenomenon Reversal, a broken magic that lets her flip anything that she doesn't like. History? Reversed. Rankings? Reversed. Your dignity? Gonzo. The pacing is tight, the world building hits hard, and the power climb gets crazier with every chapter. Initializing the sect system. I was just scrolling through new Miram releases, and this one grabbed me right away. Initializing the sect system starts with a guy who spent his entire life serving the Miram Alliance, finally retiring so he can chase his dream of becoming a sect leader. He buys a super cheap manor, and of course, it's rumored to be haunted, but instead of ghosts, he gets a full-on management system popping up in front of him. Suddenly, he's recruiting disciples, tracking finances, and leveling up a sect like it's a strategy game. The growth is fast, the pressure is real, and the other factions start getting nervous. The pacing stays tight, the world building hits nicely, and it's really fun just watching him grind his way to the top. Blade of Purity, the strongest swordsman who pierces the darkness. While I was scrolling through new fantasy releases, this one instantly stood out to me. Blade of Purity, the strongest swordsman who pierces the darkness, throws you into a world wrecked by fallen gods and their monstrous towers. Humanity fought back with divine arms, and at the top stood the legendary paragons, including Shotaro, the strongest hero alive. His little brother Hiromu could only follow as a porter, watching from the sidelines. But everything collapses when a fallen god takes over Shotaro's body. Just as Hiromu is about to die, the Blade of Purity speaks to him, revealing the wild god Gaia Maru inside. Their bond becomes his only chance to save his brother. It has tight pacing, sharp world building, and the constant danger makes this story hit hard. The Marquis's ducal son is a martial artist. Marquis's ducal son is a martial artist is another great manga series that instantly caught my attention. The series drops you into a world where nobles flex magic and the knights swing enchanted swords like they're nothing. But the heir of a powerful Marquis family is born different. No spell circles, no elemental bursts, just pure martial cultivation straight out of the Miram. While everyone else relies on mana, he's out here building his body, refining his chi, and shocking the entire noble class. The pacing stays tight, the tension keeps building, and the world building mixes Miram and aristocratic politics in a really fun way. Watching him break every limit in a magic-ruled world is genuinely satisfying. Return of the Sacred Mask. I picked up Return of the Sacred Mask, figured it'd be another OP monk vibe story, but this thing goes straight off the rails in all the right ways. RMC literally eats poison 3 times a day like it's Dollbot, tries his hardest to die, finally pulls it off, and then boom! Wakes up as a broke bodyguard in a pleasure house, and he still has the insane power of his past life simmering inside of him. The world is a mess, princes are fighting for the throne, cults are plotting, and old enemies start crawling back. The pacing, zero drag. and the characters actually feel like they could die. If you want adrenaline, chaos, and real struggle in a single package, this one hits home. I start with Mythical Talent, One Sword Slays Kings. Opens like a full-blown betrayal speedrun. Su Ming used to be humanity's top assassin, saved billions, carried the Dragon Nation on his back, and got sold out by his girl and his own brother, dying inside an S-class dungeon. Pretty brutal. But then he wakes up back in high school on the day of the awakening ceremony and instantly pulls a myth-grade talent. From here, it turns into a fast climb full of revenge setups, shifting loyalties, and real danger where characters actually drop. The pacing stays tight, the fight hits hard, and the world building builds steady tension. Definitely a hype read. To save 7 Villainouses, I went full harem. The MC wakes up inside a cliché power fantasy novel, but not as the hero. In fact, he's the throwaway villain who dies in 3 days. The good news is, he gets a system. The bad news is, his mission is to stop 7 future Villainouses from falling into darkness or the whole world collapses. So now he's speed-running redemption arcs with romance, chaos, and a lot of praying, hoping that he doesn't get stabbed. The story moves fast, the characters switch sides with real emotion, and the tension stays high. It's fun, messy, and honestly, way more intense than the title suggests. Fairy, please listen to my explanation. Shu Yuan wakes up inside his favorite game, but instead of becoming the hero, he's the 3rd son of the final boss. The dude is basically born with a death flag on his forehead. To make it worse, the one chasing him down is Ron Kingmo, his favorite character, who now wants his head. So he's scrambling to fix the villain's doomed storyline before she cuts him down. The pacing stays real sharp, every twist hits fast, and the character dynamics flip in the best way. If you like tension, humor, and messy survival, this one's gonna be a real blast. The genius girl who hit her martial arts achievements. We follow Doc Go-hyun, once feared as the sword demon, now living quietly after losing his inner power. His peace lasts about 5 minutes because Wang Somi, a tiny genius with way too much confidence, shows up at his doorstep. From that moment, trouble from every corner of the martial arts world starts knocking. What makes it fun is watching this cold, battle-obsessed man slowly warm up thanks to her chaos. The pacing stays real tight, the character chemistry hits right away, and the whole thing mixes heart with action in a really fresh way.